Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game.
This one fielded at the 5. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
So here's the Charger offense making their way out.
They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
The drive will start with an option going left. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage, it'll be back at the 36. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
They've got 2nd and 12 from the 36. Hurts sets up to throw it.
In trouble, and he's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
That pass taken in by Burks.
Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a peek at the man under center. He has 5 full years in the league under his belt. Now in year number 6.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
They'll start on the ground. Etienne.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Hayes. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They'll run with Etienne.
So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Hayes. Here's a 2nd and 7.
On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive.
They'll have very good starting field position here after the turnover as they search for the first points of the ball game.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
And a quick throw here. That's complete. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A.
Traylon Burks.
A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chargers are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game.
So a very good start, but don't go get those Super Bowl T-shirts left. Still the early going here.
I wonder if they're even printing them at this stage of the game, right? Do you wait a little longer before you say which one you're going to do? Good advice, Brandon. Make sure you know there's a lot of game left, but a good start.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive.
And it was Traylon Burks capping things off with a touchdown catch. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
2nd and 2. He finds his man complete. It's Hayes. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Back to throw again. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Sauce Gardner picks it off.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And it it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
London about set to take over on offense.
Right now, they're in some uncharted waters, Charles. They haven't been facing deficits like this season. We're going to see what they're made of.
And I think the easy thing right now is for us to discuss how the home crowd can help them, carry them along. Bottom line, though, they've got to make plays to get the crowd back into it, to help them with the rest of their game. That means best players got to make those big-time plays right now. They need them in a big way.
They fought so hard to be here at home for the conference championship game. See if they can propel themselves to the Super Bowl. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 43.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Etienne.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Holding offense.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Throw left side, complete to Chase.
And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there.
And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10.
They go play action with Hurts.
He's going to air one out. And incomplete on the deep ball. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. Throwing is Hurts.
Flush to his right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Here's Tommy Townsend now,
as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is brought in at the 21.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. London about set to take over on offense.
They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly.
Now Etienne to start the drive.
Somehow he was able to sidestep that first tackler, but still hit and taken down behind the line.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He finds his man. Complete. That's Hayes.
Complete to number 86. It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's London with the football. And this offense on 3rd down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Touchdown!
George Pickens,
64 yards.
and the Black Knights are back within a score.
Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They did nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make our score 14-7. The drive there only spanning 3 plays.
And it was finished off by a George Pickens touchdown grab.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
L.A. readies for its next possession. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Second down. Here's an option right. And that play is blown up. Losing yardage back at the 35.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
7 yards on the return after a punt of 39.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. London about set to take over on offense. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next. Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted.
And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. And they'll keep leaning on the run. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and this will be scooped up by the defense. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Back to throw now on first down.
Open man is Chase, complete.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 34-yard line.
Now back to throw.
And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
It's the pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes this up to the 47. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 34-yard line. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
And that's complete to Etienne out of the backfield. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Back to the ground with Etienne.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. He'll look to throw.
He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne.
And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. So on 4th down here, Mike Tomlin says, let's just get 3. From the right hash, this from 48. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
Chargers offense back onto the field.
And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he'll get this up to about the 40. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
On is the Chargers punter now. He's been terrific so far. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
London about set to take over on offense.
And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll look to throw again.
He finds Pickens over the middle.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Able to find his man. It's Pickens.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 38-yard line. 21 yards there on 3rd down. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. This is Smith with a grab. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Got an open man. It's Pickens. He's going to be brought down there in the field of play, and the clock will run. No timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit.
Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And this offense set to go now to begin the 3rd quarter. And they have work to do in this second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Out of the gun now on third down. He's got a man, complete. And all the way in for the touchdown.
George Pickens,
his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Black Knights have taken the lead here in this AFC title game.
On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at the big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Point after, right down the middle, and it's now 17-14. Scoring summary, 3-play drive.
And it was finished off by a George Pickens touchdown grab. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half.
And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just already know our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
That's interference. Defense.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and
4. Hurts sets up to throw it.
And that's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
It's a pickup of 6.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Hurts.
And incomplete. They tried to drop it off, but he couldn't hold on. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. On the right hash. Officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will tie things at 17 all. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
London about set to take over on offense. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now. Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
They'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 9 yards that time.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
He will find his man Chase, complete.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 33 yards that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On play action, they'll throw.
He'll get that underneath Etienne. And he'll be brought down at the 27. On second down, a run with Etienne. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Etienne once more.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Travis Etienne
taking it in from 7 yards away. And his guys are going to take the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. So that drive in total 8 plays.
And it was capped off by a Travis Etienne touchdown run.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The LA offense ready for this next possession. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And that is incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
As the offense returns, let's take a look at running back Travis Etienne.
Since emerging from the locker room at intermission, he's looked pretty sharp, hasn't he?
He's running in this 3rd quarter like he got the orange slices at the head.
Oh, yeah.
You remember when
he got the orange slices, not the carrot stick.
Oh, boy.
There was always that mom, wasn't there?
There was always that mom. Wasn't yours, wasn't mine. All right, they brought the carrot sticks. But this guy, orange slices, have been reading the surface tablet, watching the defenses, and he's made some nice adjustments.
7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets him a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
He's got this to Pickens. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Back to throw again. And this one's incomplete.
AFC Championship tilt, 3rd quarter of play. This is 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 18.
Draw play, ETN.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Another tote for ETN.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
And they'll run with ETN.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown.
Travis Etienne
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Black Knights are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this?
And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by A.J. Terrell.
And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. One quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in London. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They're going to look to throw.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Straight ahead, ETN. 75 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will take this one in for a touchdown.
It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Black Knights are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Well, they've been part of the cream of the crop in the AFC all season. It's becoming more and more evident that they're going to get a shot to play for that Super Bowl title.
The momentum has been building, and you mentioned how well they've played throughout the season. It's all come together for them, and they're really laser-focused on being that team to represent in the Super Bowl.
They have been dominant in this one. point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. A drive there of just 4 plays.
From the 10. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Chargers ready to take over. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his throw here is incomplete. After the incomplete pass here now is 2nd and 10.
Throwing is Hurts.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The Chargers on 3rd down. It's been a problem, just 1 for 7 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down, as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They'll look to throw here.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell.
And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And now they are in prime position, 1st and goal after the interception and return. They'll look to make it pay off for 6 points.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away.
And the Black Knights continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Well, they got the ball in great field position. 1 play later, boom, end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Takes it at the 7. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Hurts.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. He's got a man, complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Hurts going to keep it again.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to fourth down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They're going on fourth down with Hurts.
He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Chargers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
London about set to take over on offense. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
On second down, ETN once more.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
96 yards rushing for him now as he tries to will his guys to the Super Bowl.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
ETN up the middle.
And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously he is well short of the first. So they bring out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. And the Chargers coming out on the field now.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game.
And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stairs on that sideline. This is one of those games we just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Second and 5. And they'll go again with ETN.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. That one a first down pickup of 8.
got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space.
Here's a give to Etienne.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. A handoff for Etienne.
And they'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I can be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Running out of the gun with Etienne.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Delay of game, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still 2nd down.
They'll run. It's Etienne.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. And the AFC champion has been crowned onto the Super Bowl. There cannot be a better feeling than this.
It's almost indescribable. And when we talk to players from the past, a lot of them mention getting to the Super Bowl, winning a conference championship, even before they talk about the Super Bowl itself. All that hard work to get to your goal, incredible.